rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding. There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension.
The Reapers are a highly advanced machine race of synthetic organic starships. The Reapers reside in dark space, the vast, mostly starless space between galaxies. They hibernate there dormant for 50,000 years at a time before returning to the galaxy. These giant machines are ancient. Their true name is unknown. Reapers were a name bestowed upon them by the Protheans, the previous galactic power 50,000 years previously, and the Geth referred to them as the Old Machines. In the end, the Reapers spare little concern for whatever labels other races choose to call them, and merely claim that they have neither a beginning nor an end. The Reapers are the original creators of the Citadel and the Mass Relay Network. These massive constructs exist so that any intelligent life in the galaxy would eventually discover them and base their technology upon them, all part of a scheme to harvest the galaxy's sentient life in a repeating cycle of purges that has continued relentlessly over countless millennia.
We represent order. Every organic civilization must be harvested in order to bring order to the chaos. It is inevitable. Without our intervention, organics are doomed. We are your salvation.
Before the Reapers came to be, the galaxy was under the thrall of another race known as Leviathans. They created an intelligence to solve the problem of organics and synthetics killing each other. However, this intelligence turned on them, slaughtering most of their kind and processing others into the very first Reaper, Harbinger. Harbinger's form, that of Leviathans themselves, became the template for subsequent Reapers harvested from the galaxy's races, cyclical purges of the next millions of years. In order to speed up the time between harvests, the Reapers constructed the Mass Relay Network and the Citadel to coordinate it. Engineered creatures called Keepers were placed in the Citadel to maintain the station during their absence and open it for them when they decided to invade. 50,000 years before the current galactic era, the Reapers initiated a purge against the Protheans, dominant spacefaring life forms at the time. The Protheans tried to resist like so many before them, only to fail due to the Reapers' physical and insidious might.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation, an accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing.
In terms of physical design, Reapers bear superficial resemblance to a cuttlefish or squid, with a bulky semi-cylindrical body, a tapering plate over the rear and 5 tentacle-like legs or arms extending from its front end, in addition to 6 jointed legs extending from its body. The rearmost of the larger legs have crescent-shaped extensions. Colossal in size, Reapers are known to range from 160 meters to over 2 kilometers in length. The core of any Reaper is constructed in the image of the species that was harvested to create it, while the exterior follows a standardized design that is most efficient for their purpose. When the Reaper fleet is revealed in space, they are shown to all share the same basic design, but with great diversity in limb number, shape and orientation, some with extended heads and others having multiple glowing lights. This may illustrate the variety of Reaper subtypes. As it is revealed during the Reaper invasion of the galaxy, several different variants of Reaper exist. While the outward appearance varies between subtypes, all of them retain features of their forebearers, the Leviathans, an ancient aquatic race that dominated the galaxy in ages past. The largest known Reaper ships essentially copied the Leviathan form, while the smaller ones diverged to varying degrees. There are several varieties of Reaper which vary significantly in size, purpose and firepower. The first Reaper created, Harbinger, appears to be of a unique subtype. Alliance Intelligence identifies it as being the largest Reaper in the Armada, and its design differs notably from the capital ship subtype, having only 4 main legs and multiple glowing eyes. Exactly how much more powerful it is than a normal Reaper capital ship is unknown. There is the next subtype, which is categorized as a capital ship, or also known as Sovereign class. This 2 kilometer long ship are the most known Reaper subtype. Their main weapon is a spinal-mounted magneto-hydrothermodynamic cannon with a yield of 122 to 450 kilotons of TNT, which dwarfs the main cannon of an Everest-class Alliance dreadnought. No known ship or even a dreadnought has been known to survive a hit from this weapon. Capital ships are also armed with multiple cannons in their tendrils, capable of shearing through most opposing vehicles in a single hit. They also have a point defense system for anti-fighter and anti-projectile purposes, and are capable of unleashing swarms of drones. They're extremely durable, capable of taking the continuous and simultaneous fire of 4 dreadnoughts before they start to lose their kinetic barriers. There are also troop transports, which vary in length and between 200 meters and 1 kilometer, and are used to transport husks to unconquered worlds and bring victims to Reaper processing centers. They lack sentience compared to the larger variety of Reapers and are remotely controlled by the Reapers. There are also mobile processing centers for mass DNA harvesting. Like the troop transports, the processors lack sentience and are controlled remotely by the Reapers. There are a smaller variety, which are destroyers, which are about 160 meters in height but possess a formidable capacity for destruction despite their reduced stature, with the main gun easily capable of destroying a cruiser in seconds. Unlike capital ships, they have 4 main legs along with 5 jointed appendages circling their head. The frontal plates of a destroyer can fold to the sides, exposing a powerful beam weapon. They are used to escort the capital ships, destroying smaller targets such as frigates. On the ground, they are capable of unfolding their legs and walking to support the husks, becoming extremely powerful heavy walkers. They are nigh immune to ground vehicle fire and are not at all fragile in space, but a cruiser is noted to be able to take out a destroyer fairly quickly.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
Not all Protheans perished in their genocide. A cadre of elite scientists hidden on Ilo survived by hunkering down into stasis until danger had passed. Upon waking, it took them decades of study to realize how their civilization fell to the Reapers, but this destruction gave them the key to breaking the cycle forever. Protheans developed a plan to forestall the impending Reaper attack for future generations of sapient spacefaring species. This plan hinged on the fact that the Keepers have independently evolved and now only respond to signals from the Citadel itself. The Reaper Vanguard signals the Citadel, which in turn signals the Keepers to open the station's own mass relay, ushering the next Reaper invasion. However, the Prothean scientists used a reverse-engineered prototype mass relay, travelling to the Citadel and altering the Citadel's outgoing signal. The scientists succeeded, but they could not do anything about their own population number, so unfortunately they died out with the rest of their race.
That which you know as Reapers are your salvation to destruction.
Reapers and their technology have been observed to extract disturbing influence on organic beings. This mental manipulation is known as indoctrination. Put simply, any organic being who is in close proximity to a Reaper or certain Reaper artifacts for too long comes to believe the Reapers are correct in their goals and will do anything to serve them. Gradually, the mind is eroded until the individual becomes a mindless slave, no longer capable of independent thought. Reapers can control the rate of this process. Optimally, the subject is led to believe it is still acting on its own convictions. Indoctrination can drive people mad outright, and people are deemed useful by the Reapers are given just enough free will to remain competent at their tasks. This indoctrination is permanent, almost impossible to subvert, and is one of the most insidious weapons of the Reapers. Entire civilizations can be delivered into the Reapers' hands by the indoctrination of a few influential beings. During the invasion of Earth, the Reapers broadcast messages inviting diplomats into their holds to negotiate, where they would then be presumably indoctrinated. A Reaper's indoctrination field can remain active even if it is largely disabled and incapable of action. A Cerberus team was indoctrinated by a being inside a Reaper that had otherwise been derelict for 37 million years, and its only obvious activity being a Mass Effect field generator.
Your greatest civilizations are doomed to fall. Your leaders will beg to serve us.
Even without their indoctrinating influence, Reapers are immensely powerful warships, and their technology is devastating. One armament common with the various subtypes is a powerful magneto-hydrodynamic weapon which exacts a stream of molten metal at a fraction of the speed of light, capable of tearing through a cruiser in a single sustained burst. The gigantic spinal-mounted gun of a Capital-class Reaper is able to rip through the hulls of even the largest of Dreadnought-class ships with ease, effortlessly penetrating their kinetic shields. Reaper defenses include powerful shields that can block the projectiles of an entire fleet, along with an incredibly strong hull. Though they are sentient machines, the Reapers have habitable interiors that can transport a crew, either to help spread their indoctrinated slaves, or to allow these slaves to tend to them, probably both. Speculation in the Codex suggests that each individual Reaper has a massive Element Zero core, which, coupled with the likely enormous quantities of energies at its disposal, allows it to generate the staggering mass effect field needed to land ships their size on a planet. However, the Reapers are not invincible. When the Reapers go into states of hibernation between cycles, they are vulnerable. By taking refuge in dark space, the Reapers ensure they will not be discovered by accident and destroyed while they wait for their vanguard to open the Citadel mass relay. A concentrated effort by the fleets of organic races would also destroy a Reaper, even if it is at full power. Small Reapers can piggyback on enemy ships to deliver a kill from close range. Reapers recognize each other for a complicated identity friend-foe system. Reapers' interrogation signals do not simply look for a friendly transporter code, they look for a friendly intelligence. If other races attempted to steal the IFF for themselves, the IFF comes with a virus that could potentially disable any system it's connected with. The Reapers are known to use highly advanced computers viruses for other purposes as well, such as to subvert synthetic species that do not willingly join them in their conquest of organic civilizations. Synthetic intelligence would eventually be harvested anyway, as they are not a part of the Reaper's ultimate goals. Reaper viruses are not unbeatable. On at least one occasion, an unshackled AI was able to counteract one. Aside from computer viruses, the Reapers employ other forms of microtechnology. A notable example would be nanites or microscopic robots. Reaper nanites are used in the harvesting of organic species, often deployed through devices such as dragon's teeth to convert organic beings into the mindless, aggressive cyborg husks. Husks are used as ground forces and shock troops by the Reapers, overwhelming their organic enemies and breaking their morale. Occasionally, to bolster husk defenses, the Reapers will employ devices such as barrier engines to cocoon individual husks in a durable biotic barrier, or possess certain husks to improve their combat prowess. For long-range offences, they usually outfit their husks with integral weaponry. The Reapers have been known also to manufacture handheld weapons. Because of the Reapers' technological superiority, the galaxy's factions actively studied or attempted to reverse engineer what they could from them. Of known products of such research include the Phanax cannon, Phanax missile, and parts of ED's AI. The Catalyst, an embodiment of the Leviathan's AI system, reveals the Reapers came into being long ago when the Leviathans conceived it to seek a solution to the inevitable struggle between organics and synthetics. However, it decided that the Leviathans too risk conflict with synthetics, and using an army of pawns, forcibly processed them into Harbinger. Despite this betrayal, the surviving Leviathans do not believe the Catalyst was a mistake, believe the Catalyst's use of the Reapers is part of an experiment on a galactic scale to seek a truly permanent method of preserving life. For millions of years, the Reapers existed for the sole purpose of ensuring the ongoing existence of organic life in the galaxy, based on the assumption that all synthetic intelligence will eventually destroy their organic creators. This end result is believed by the Catalyst and the Reapers to be inevitable. A consequence of technological advancement, organics will always create synthetics to improve their own state of existence, and synthetics themselves will evolve by any means of suppressing their creators. Indeed, available evidence seems to point to the validity of their assertions. The Prothean civilization was threatened by synthetic uprisings before the Reapers wiped them out, and the Geth of modern times are viewed as a substantial threat to peace in the galaxy. By harvesting technological advanced species, both organic and synthetic, and storing these old species within immortal Reaper bodies, room is made for new life to flourish and grow, as was the case for primitive man. The continuity of life in the galaxy is assured through this cycle of extinction, as it ensures that organic life will never fully be exterminated before its time by synthetic life, as was demonstrated by the Quarians and the Geth. The Reapers leave no evidence of the conquest, nor of their existence, only desolate, barren ruins of those who came before. Information on them is so scant, they are known merely as boogeymen at best in many cultures' ancient legends. The Reapers created the relays to force younger species to become dependent on this form of interstellar travel. The trap created by the Reapers was simple. A sentient species would develop an FTL drive, but would still be limited by its speed. By leaving a network of relays capable of instant transport across the galaxy that led to the impressive Citadel, the Reapers ensured that it would become the centre of galactic civilization. Further, Sovereign implies the presence of the mass relays would lead the sentient species down a predetermined route with regards to weapon and armour technology, both of which are based upon Element Zero technology for the Citadel races. As Sovereign explains, by using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. The relays also serve to reduce the amount of time it takes for galactic civilization to advance, thus shorten the time between the Reapers' harvests. Once the sentient races have established themselves on the Citadel with the aid of the Keepers, a lone Reaper vanguard stationed within the galaxy sends a signal to the Citadel, instructing the Keepers to activate the station's hidden mass relay. This opens a path between the Citadel and dark space. The Reapers then flood through, killing the leaders of the assembled species before branching out and harvesting all spacefaring life around them. Because the Reapers first enter the galaxy at the point that they have ensured will be the centre of galactic politics, information and finance, they are then able to cripple any resistance almost before any Citadel civilization has any idea that they are under attack. The Citadel also gives them control of the relay network, cutting off star systems from each other and destroying communication. The Reapers then use their control of the Citadel and its data to begin the most sinister phase of the attack. Records allow them to track down every settled planet and attack them, harvesting their populations or enslaving them through indoctrination. Once they have harvested the galaxy, the Reapers wipe out every trace of their existence from record and retreat back into dark space. During their invasion, at the end of each cycle, the Reapers gather and process a vast number of individuals from each of the galaxy's sentient spacefaring races. Victims who cooperate with or are captured by Reaper husks are rounded up into camps, where the husks select individuals deemed fit for processing. It is believed that the husks use scent or chemical receptors to analyse the genetic composition of victims. Those who are deemed unsuitable are turned into more husks. Individuals who are determined to be suited for processing are loaded onto Reaper processors, where they are then ushered into single-person pods. Like a slaughterhouse, the interior of the processor is designed to prevent any visual or auditory contact between individuals being processed. Once in the pods, Reaper nanites dissolve the victims into a raw genetic paste for ease of transport. This paste will then be used in the construction of a newborn Reaper, with victims' minds being preserved to form the Reaper's consciousness. The only known facilities used for Reaper construction are located on the Citadel and within the collector base in the galactic core. With scant individual information, it is believed that a single race is used each cycle to produce Reaper capital ships. It appears the other spacefaring races harvested during the cycle are then used to produce destroyer-class Reapers, though it is not known how this distinction is determined. The essence of harvesting species are building blocks for a new Reaper. In the current cycle, it is humans. The rate of killing during a harvest is staggering. During the invasion of Earth, or at least 400 processors were present, and the number of humans processing each day was estimated at 1.86 million. At such a rate, the entire planet will be depopulated in a decade.
I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
Solution? To what?
Chaos. The created will always rebel against their creators. But we found a way to stop that from happening. A way to restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
It is unknown how many Reapers are created at the end of a cycle. It could be one, it could be dozens, it is unclear at this time. But what is clear is that the Reapers at the end of each cycle continue to grow stronger and stronger, and with millions and potentially billions of years of activity, each cycle the task is more difficult for each organic species to attempt to free themselves from the Reaper threat. Thank you for watching this video. If you're interested in more Mass Effect style videos or other science fiction topics, I'll be going into Dune and Battlestar Galactica for the time being. Also, if there's any other particular topics you are particularly interested in hearing them being covered, please let me know. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.